Jumbo, everyone. Radja here. Be More, Give More Daily. Always a thrill to connect with you. We had to take our little guy to the hospital for his annual checkup, 4-year-old Senda. And, he had to have a couple shots. And it was so painful to watch him not understand why his own parents, people that love him supposedly, would put him through such painful things. In fact, he actually said, "How could you do this to your own son?" Which, by the way, he learned from his older brother. That's another story. We don't have time for that right now. But anyway, just dramatizing the whole thing. So as parent, my wife and I were like, "Oh man, this is painful. It's difficult," but we had to do it. It's one of those things where tough decisions that are temporarily painful but have long-term benefits. How do we get better as leaders to have those tough conversations? The conversations both parties are not going to enjoy, the conversations that are going to hurt in the moment, how to be comfortable with them, how to clearly communicate them, and how to do them as quickly as possible instead of lingering and putting it off and creating more what I call clouds hanging over, whether it's at work, whether it's at home. Having those tough conversations, firing someone, letting someone go, ending a relationship, cutting someone off of support. I mean, these conversations are tough. And as leaders, we're expected to have them because, hey, c'est la vie, it happens. So let's develop those muscles. Always sell people on the why. I don't care what you're telling them, good news or bad news, why you're doing it. And then always have a short-term and long-term perspective with any decision. So explaining to them why you're doing what you're doing, why you're making the decision in the short term, and then of course sharing with them the long-term benefit. Even when you're letting someone go. When you let someone go because they're not a good fit for your company, that's the best thing you can do for them in terms of their next potential opportunity. So the quicker you do it, the better. So even though it's bad news, it's the best scenario for the individual you're letting go, because the quicker they get a chance to go after what they are really meant to do, the better. So let's develop that muscle as leaders to have tough conversations as quickly as possible, sell your team on the why, and keep both short-term and long-term perspective. Now, after about 5 minutes, my son was fine, he was happy, and we're good for another couple of years. Be more, give more. Cheers.